Hello, my outstanding students. I want to welcome you to another wonderful class. And today we're looking at something very interesting, though still on management information system. Okay, we're looking at information processing modes. Yes, the modes of information processing. Now, when we talk about information processing modes, what are we talking about? We've talked about information. We've talked about information processing. We've talked about information processing system. Now we want to talk about the modes of information processing. Okay. Now what does this talk about? It's very simple. It talks about the different methods or approaches used to handle data and convert it into meaningful information. It's as simple as that. Okay. I said different methods or methodologies or approaches, all right, used to handle data and convert that data into meaningful information. That's all. That's what I mean by information processing mode. And we'll be discussing this mode one after the other. So get your pen and book, get ready. It's going to be interesting. Okay, so these modes depend on technology and system available. You understand the nature of the task and the context in which the information is being processed. Okay, so let's go straight to the point. Types of information processing mode. Now that we know what information processing is, I said it talks about the different methods or methodologies or approaches that can use to handle data and convert that data into meaningful information. Okay, we'll call that information processing mode. Let's talk about different types of information processing mode. Number one is batch processing. From the word batch, it collects them in batches, it groups them into batches, and process them all at a time. Okay, so when we talk about batch processing, it's a kind of mode, it's a kind of information processing mode that where data is collected, grouped into batches, and processed together at a later time. You understand? It keeps collecting, groups them into batches, and process them together at a particular or later or defined time. Okay. So what are the features? No user interaction during processing, efficient for processing large volumes of similar data, and delays in getting results since processing is not instant. Features of batch processing. So number one, no user interaction during processing. There's no time for that. Efficient for processing large volumes of similar data. Okay. Then delays in getting results in processing is not instant. Please don't forget that. What are examples of such system? Your payroll system. Your processing utility bills. They fall under what we call the batch processing. All right, let's talk about number two, which is the real-time processing. Real-time, from the word real-time, it's a mode where data is processed instantly or instantaneously as it is what? Enter, producing immediate what? Result. As the data comes, they are not collected in batches, they are processed instantaneously. Examples, okay, of this is your online banking, your POS systems, your air traffic control system. In terms of the features, it requires continuous input and processing. Immediate feedback is provided to users with high reliability and what? And accuracy. Please don't forget this. We just talked about the real time. It is the complete opposite of the batch processing. Okay, I said it's a mode where data is processed instantly as it is what? Enter, producing what? Immediate what? Result. Features requires continuous input and processing. Immediate feedback is provided to users. High reliability and accuracy. And examples, I said we have the online banking. It's an example of real-time processing. POS systems, so point of sale systems, and air traffic control system fall under real-time processing. Then online, for this one you have to be online, there has to be the internet, you understand? Online, okay. A mode where data is processed while connected to a network. You must be connected to a network for this kind of processing to take place. If you are not connected online, nothing can happen. You understand? That's what we call it online. That's the difference between online and real time. Okay? They are both real time, but one is online, the other one it has to be online. It's not online, nothing can be done. It's a mode where data is processed while connected to a network or system. Alright, typically in what? In real time. So real time and online are synonymous, but the difference is that network is involved in online processing. Features requires a constant network connection. Users can access and process data from remote locations. In terms of examples, e-commerce platform, Jumia, Konga, and the rest of them. Cloud-based applications, okay? Cloud-based applications are also examples of online processing. Please don't forget all what we said about online. Online is different from real time and online is different from batch. In terms of online, there must be network connection. You must be connected to a particular network. Okay, let's go to number 4, distributed processing. When we talk about distributed processing, what do we mean? Okay, it's from the word distributed, a mode where data processing tasks are shared across multiple locations or computers You see what I mean by distributed? Okay, so it's not in a particular location. It's not like your, what is it called? We'll get to that. We are talking about the distributed processing. It's a mode where data processing tasks are shared across multiple computers or locations. Features: reduces the load on a single system, enhances reliability through what redundancy, suitable for organizations with decentralized operations. Please don't forget all the features. I said number one, it reduces the load in a single system because everybody now processing from different locations. It enhances reliability through what we call redundancy, and it is suitable for organizations with decentralized operations. Example is a large-scale databases in multinational corporations, and also your content delivery network. Talking about the CDNs, okay, they make use of distributed processing. That takes us to 5 in terms of types of information processing. All right, we have the interactive processing. From the word interactive, of course, it's very, very interactive. It's a kind of mode where the user and the system interact continuously during data processing. So you and the system, you're interacting during data processing. You understand? You're interacting. Like what we are using now, we're interacting. You understand? Features are user input affect the result instantly. Require user engagement throughout the process. You understand? Examples: online quizzes and surveys, spreadsheet applications like Microsoft Excel. They are indeed very, very interactive. We call that interactive processing. Okay, do not forget that. If I'm to take that again, I said it's a mode where the user and the system continuously interact during data processing. Number 6 is the time sharing processing. Time sharing. Time sharing. In this kind of processing, time is being allocated to different users. It's a mode where multiple users share a single system simultaneously. So you can see different users sharing one system and different times are allocated to them. You understand? A mode where multiple users share a single system simultaneously, with each user allocated to a specific amount of system time. So we are using one system to process data at the same time, but you have your time, I have my time. Your time doesn't interrupt mine, mine doesn't interrupt yours. We call that what? We call that the time sharing processing. Don't forget that. In terms of the features now, efficient use of computing resources, suitable for multi-user environments. Examples are multi-user operating system like Unix, okay, the early mainframe system. So don't forget that. That's for time sharing processing. Let's go to number 7, which is centralized processing. From the word centralized, it's the opposite of distributed. You understand? Distributed from different location, everybody processes data. You understand? But in terms of centralized, it's a different ballgame. Okay, it's a mode where all data processing tasks are performing in a single central location. That means imagine how the server will be. The server will be very robust. Okay, gargantuan. All right, very extremely big. Okay, now in terms of centralized processing, a mode where all data processing tasks are performed in a single central location. Don't forget that. Just a single central location, not like distributed. Okay, now what are the features? Simplified data management and security, and relies heavily on the central system's reliability. Okay, the simplified data management and security relies heavily on the central system reliability. There's a problem. If anything happens to that particular system, nobody will work. You understand? It's like this. It's like the host. It's like the central server. So if anything happens to it, nobody will get information. That's the disadvantage. Okay, let's go ahead. We're just talking about centralized processing. It's a mode where all data processing tasks are performed in a single central location. All right, we don't look at the features. I said simplified data management and security. Number 2, relies heavily on the central system's reliability. All right, example is your traditional mainframe systems and your centralized banking systems. That takes us to number 8, which is decentralized processing. Decentralized is just like distributed, but they are different. It's a mode where data processing is distributed across multiple independent systems or locations. Independent, can you see? In terms of distributed, they are not independent. They still rely on each other. But in terms of decentralized, okay, they are independent systems. That's the difference between distributed and decentralized processing. A mode where data processing is distributed across multiple independent systems or locations. In terms of distributed, okay, they are not independent, they are dependent. Okay, don't forget that. I said decentralized processing is a mode where data processing is distributed across multiple independent systems or locations. Don't forget that. In terms of examples, or let's talk about the features first. It reduces reliance on a single system. It enables local processing of what? Of data. I said number 1, it reduces reliance on a single system. Number 2, it enables local processing of data. Examples: your branch offices managing their transactions, then localized healthcare systems. Okay, that takes us to number 9, which is the last one, the cloud processing. Cloud. Google Cloud, Google Workspace, Amazon Web Services, AWS. You know what I mean? Okay. Now, it's a mode where data is processed using cloud-based services over the internet. You understand? Instead of using the internet, you're focusing on the cloud. Okay. All right. It's a kind of mode where data is processed using what we call what cloud-based services over the internet. Features accessible from any location with internet connectivity, offers what scalability and cost efficiency. Don't forget the examples of Google Workspace and the what Amazon Web Services. That will take us to our next subtopic, which is what the factors determining the choice of processing mode. We've talked about 9 different processing modes. Okay, what are the 9 different processing modes? The first one we talked about was what batch processing. The second we talked about real-time processing. Number 3 we talked about online processing. Number 4 we talked about distributed processing. Number 5 we talked about interactive processing. Number 6 we mentioned time sharing processing. Number 7 we talked about centralized processing. Number 8 we talked about decentralized processing. Number 9 we talked about cloud processing. So what are the factors that determine the choice of processing mode? Number 1 is the nature of the task you want to do. The nature determines that. Real-time tasks, example, air traffic control, require instant processing without routine tasks. Example, while routine tasks works on your payroll, they are suitable for batch processing. I just give it nature of tasks. I said under nature of task, which is number 1, real-time task, for example, air traffic control requires instant processing. While routine tasks, example, your payroll, are suitable for batch processing. You can see that's the nature of task. Number 2 is the volume of data. The volume of data determines what to use. Large data set may benefit from batch or distributed processing. Can you see? In terms of volume, huge volume of data. All right, large data set may benefit from batch or distributed processing. Number 3 is user interaction. Okay, tasks requiring user input are better suited for interactive or online processing. Yeah, because you must talk, you must interact, you must ask questions. All right. Number 4 is system resources. Time sharing and distributed modes optimize limited resources. I say time sharing and distributed modes optimize limited resources. So these are the factors that determine the choice of the processing mode you select. Okay. Number 1 is the nature of the task. Number 2 is the volume of data. Number 3 is user interaction. And number 4 is system resources. Then finally, number 5 is cost and efficiency. This one is the most important. The cost is very important. How efficient it is important. Cloud processing is often cost effective for organizations without extensive IT infrastructure. So that's for cost and efficiency. So we just looked at the factors determining the choice of processing mode. Number 1, we talked about the nature of the task. Number 2, we talked about the volume of data. Number 3, we talked about user interaction. Number 4, we talked about system resources. Number 5, we talked about cost and efficiency. That takes us to the importance of information processing mode. What are the importance of information processing mode? Number 1, ensure tasks are completed efficiently based on their requirements. That's number 1. It ensures tasks are completed effectively based on their requirement. Number 2, it optimizes resource utilization. Yes, it helps to manage resources. Now, of course, optimizes resource utilization. Number 3 is support diverse business and operational needs. Yes, it supports diverse business and operational needs. Then finally, number 4, it enhances decision making through timely and accurate information delivery. We just looked at the importance of information processing mode. Number 1, I said it ensures tasks are completed efficiently based on their requirement. Number 2, I said optimizes resource utilization. Number 3, support diverse business and operational needs. Number 4, enhances decision making through timely and accurate information delivery. Okay, all right. So I think that will be the end of our topic. In our next class, we'll continue from there. I remain your facilitator, Prime Excel. Don't forget to like and share. Thank you. God bless you.